we are on Fight Underground social media. I'm Jim Aminata. This is John Rodin. This is the man Mike Law. Mike Law, before you approach this semifinal matchup, I'm going to ask you about your opening round match. The Masked Icon, managed by MK Bandit. MK Bandit has international and national stars under his contingent. You face one of his top prospects in the Masked Icon. First, tell me how that matchup was. And also, how does it feel to finally be back in Pittsburgh after over a decade and a half away?
Loaded question there, but like right now, I'll be like if it took two pretty much to face me, and like I said, I wasn't coming back here and talking the talk just to do that, to hype myself up. I have to, and I know I have to, but I came here to prove a point. I haven't been in Pittsburgh in 14 years, and this is my, my first night back, and I felt like I had something to prove. Like a lot of these guys, they're used to wrestling around here. To me, Pittsburgh was always a second home, and so I take a lot of pride in coming back way better than I was. I mean, every which way, you saw me tonight, I was at my absolute best.
And while you were successful against the Masked Icon, I'll transition to John Rodin, you defeated Sam Beal. Mm-hmm. Certainly a very eccentric individual. But I want to ask you not only your thoughts on Sam Beal, but how are you going to approach this matchup against Mike Law?
Well, Sam Beal came in. He was a showman. He likes to run his mouth, trying to play a little bit of head games. And
he's quite the odd bird.
I mean, look what happened.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
And he's going to be great one day. And he's damn good.
Absolutely.
And he will get there one day, but he will not get there when I'm in his way. And to go to Mike, I don't have to talk crap. I don't have to say anything because we've been in this long enough to know that you just got to prove it out there. I don't have to play mind games with you. I respect what you've done. I'm sure you've watched me too. And then when we get in that ring, we're going to fight. And we're going to see what happens. And at the end of it all, if you come out the better man, I'll shake your hand. That's all it has to be. Clear cut.
I'm going to pose a final question to both athletes here. I'm going to go to Mike first. If you are victorious against John Rodin, you will advance to the finals. What would it mean for you to not only reestablish yourself in Pittsburgh, but to make it to the finals? What is the grand plan for Mike Law?
In my mind, validation. I know that for many years I tried to get back in the scene, and just dealing with certain people in Pittsburgh was never really easy, and it's just more important than any of those promoters, any of those people who denied me and how good and how great I was, is to prove to myself. You know what I mean? I don't have to prove to John, and no offense, but I don't have to prove to John anything. I don't have to prove to anybody. The most important person is the person I look in the mirror. And if I can't come back and win this, then I'm just not good enough. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm at my absolute best. I'll always look to be better because I'm never satisfied. But right now, John, you're gonna get the best. All right. I hope you're ready because a lot of these young cats, they always say they're ready, and once they step in the ring and I hit them with a forearm, all of a sudden they're not so ready. So be ready because I'm telling you what, it isn't personal, man. It is straight up business. I'm telling you right now, you and I are gonna go to war. I like your style because you like to fight. You're not one of these other guys who like to, please don't hit me. No, I'm going to hit you, and I hope you hit me back, okay? And straight up, I have nothing to prove to anyone other to myself, but I am going to show you why I deserve this spot and why I'm going to win this whole thing anyway.
And finally, John, I'm going to give you the final question here before we wrap up. Mike Law is looking to prove himself once again. You have a lot of people already betting on you. A lot of chips are already riding on John Rodin. How will you proceed to the finals if you're victorious against this man? What would your plan be to finally make that big mark in the biggest stakes in the Fight Underground?
Well, me and him are cut from the same cloth, whether you want to admit it or not. You've been out of Pittsburgh for a long time. I have been in it. I have been taking the blows and coming back and getting guys like the Fight Council members to draft me 10th pick, or, maybe we don't have much to teach them, or we're going to bet on this younger guy. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to hit you as hard as I can because that's what you want and that's what I have to do. Then so be it. And then it goes on to the finals. Whoever is in my way, I will knock down. It's not running my mouth. It's not being cocky. Like you said, it's being confident in yourself. I am confident in myself that I have been waiting and waiting for my chance. It happens when me and you step in the ring.
There you hear it, folks. We have two top-notch, determined athletes, and you're going to see that matchup right here on Facebook, Fight Underground. John Rodin, Mike Law, make sure to watch.
World of Pro Wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just Pro Wrestling News. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just Pro Wrestling News. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
No low blows, no hair pulling, no eye gouging, no fish hooking, no nose gouging. Fist up, throw down.
Here we are, Fight Underground, Warhorse against Tad Jarvis and Tim Titan. And Paul, this may be a short night for everybody.
I'm telling you right now, Warhorse coming out of the gate like gangbusters and just handing Jarvis and Titan literally their asses here. And wow,
This is an absolute domination. Good night.
that is it. Warhorse 3-0 in the duos division, and these guys are on a tear.
Statement made right there.
Pat the Bruiser, Crosshairs Kelly, dominant as always. Your thoughts on the matchup here today?
My boys won. The five represent. Yeah, I hope. 3-0. 3-0. We told you from the start. We told you that we were going to be the most dominant tag team.
Dominant.
He knew it. We know it. And you all will soon know it. Bruiser. Crosshairs.
Gentlemen, congratulations again on your victory here. 3-0 at Fight Underground. Timothy Titan, Tad Jarvis, Warhorse made light work of you today. I think under 2 minutes that matchup was over. How do you guys respond to this, and where do you go from here?
Shut me. Chad, what? Dude, what?
You gotta put your phone down, man.
I didn't. Did you not?
You're spending too much time swiping Tinder and.
It's not Tinder.
Dude, I'm beyond Tim Barish right now, okay?
You're acting like a tadpole right now in front of everybody.
I don't even know what that means, Chad!
Shouldn't you be wearing a mask? Get out of here. Get out.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes,
On the Wrestling Man.
that's right.
Gentlemen, in front. I want no low blows, no eye gouging, no fish hooks. Come on, fist up, Rodin.
Semi-final action of Area 2 for Fight Underground. I'm Jim Aminata, joined by Fight Director Paul Atlas, and we have two real thoroughbreds here as Mike Law squares off against John Rodin. Let's not forget Mike Law defeating the masked icon brought in by MK Bandit to advance here, and of course John Rodin defeated Sam Beal.
This is another one of our semifinal matches. As we said, we will know the winner of Area 2 as Area 2 wraps up this time. It will not carry over into Area 3 like Area 1 did. We will have a winner at the end of this.
Yeah, certainly these athletes are advancing to eventually crown the first ever Fight Underground champion. What a shoulder block from Rodin. You know, I believe here's some psychological warfare, some jockeying to see who is the alpha male, no pun intended, inside those ring ropes. He could be going for that skull splitter.
He was indeed, but Mike Law able to squirm out off of those ropes and block the move.
Tilt the wall, satellite head scissor, nicely done.
And yeah, Rodin spinning out of that and hitting the floor, but I don't think Mike Law is going to give him a chance to breathe out there. No way.
Yeah, Rodin may have been looking for a timeout, but he will get no surcease from Mike Law. Big ring collision.
That massive spear just cutting Mike Law in half. This has to be it.
Oh, I got to say, you know, we talked about it previously here. Mike Law has not been in Pittsburgh for nearly a decade and a half. He left Pittsburgh a naive young man, but he has come back an experienced professional.
Oh, without a doubt. You heard him after his matchup state he is no longer that same scared little kid that was here a decade and a half ago, and I have to say I agree with him. You know, he took the masked icon to the limit, and anybody who is under MK Bandit, you know there is somebody in this business, mask or no mask. He beat them to get here to the semifinals.
And of course, John Rodin has really been a blue chip athlete. Was brought in to Fight Underground by Dash Bennett, who has passed along that skull splitter finishing maneuver that has won Dash multiple championships in his respective careers. Beautiful, and that's what I'm talking about. A textbook suplex.
Sure. Look
it's
at
a saying in this industry, but that really was textbook by the definition.
It was, no doubt. And again,
Crisp,
showing off that
smooth,
strength.
Impactful.
Holding Mike Law up like that, he showed that strength.
Wrenching on a body lock here, trying to compress the rib cage. Paul, you can speak to that.
Sure. I mean, let's face it. I said it before, I'll say it again. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. So all the conditioning in the world means nothing if you can't catch a breath.
Mike Law trying to build up some steam here. Went to the well once too often, got caught, and Rodin telegraphed it perfectly. Paul, I'd have to say, despite how crisp and smooth John Rodin is in there, I'd also say there's a real grittiness to his style as well.
Oh, sure. There's no two ways about that. This young man, he's a heavy hitter.
And let's be honest here, on the surface, there are no flaws in the game of John Rodin. But the same could be said for Mike Law, and I believe that's why this matchup is so even. At this juncture, shoulders down.
Hooks him up for that backslide.
Rodin counters out. Swing and a miss from Mike Law. Michinoku driver from John Rodin. Pulled that one out of nowhere.
Rodin rolling over.
And Rodin just did not have enough to fully cover Mike Law there. I believe that was the only way that Mike Law was able to get his shoulders off the canvas that time.
Sure was, because, Rodin has definitely been worn down in this match, as has Mike Law, but he did not have the strength to get that body on body and, most importantly, hook that leg.
Who was going to win this one? Who was going to advance to challenge the Beast Man? And ultimately, who's going to put themselves in position to be the first Fight Underground champion?
Sure, they're going to join the Rev in that conquest, whoever wins Area 2.
Man, look at the way that Rodin able to use that Muay Thai clinch to drive the knee in. Mafia kick from Mike Law.
Got that leg up to catch the big man.
Oh, look out.
Trying to set him. Got it.
Beautiful exploder suplex. And you see RPW at ringside, the man responsible for bringing Mike Law here. And RPW knows that his pick may be money.
Mike Law trying to gather himself, as is John Rodin, trying to work his way up off that canvas. Mike Law now measuring the juggernaut.
Paul, I got to be honest, win, lose, or draw, I believe over the past few weeks here, we've seen Mike Law really prove a lot about his tenure here in Pittsburgh this time around.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely wiping out the stigma of that young, naive, scared kid that he was a decade and a half ago.
And he may be putting Rodin to sleep, trying to latch onto that sleeper. And now very precarious position for Mike Law, hung up in the ropes. Could be going for that skull splitter one more time.
Yeah, Mike Law stepping out of it, however, he's actually biting the bicep.
I don't know how legal it was, but it was effective.
It got him out of the situation. That's all that matters.
Oh, look out here. Tornado DDT.
He just spiked Rodin right on his head.
Rodin may be out cold. I don't think Rodin is conscious right now.
It's very possible. Law trying to get over there.
Moments away from heading to the finals of Area 2.
Trying to shoot that half and get Rodin over on his back so he can make the cover.
Rodin's dead weight. Rodin's out of it. It's over. It's over. No!
Unbelievable.
You took it right from me, Paul. You said it right there, man. I thought Rodin had no shot.
He was complete dead weight as Mike Law tried to roll him over. How he kicked out of that, I do not know.
I believe Sean Patrick's count coming down on the mat may have been what got Rodin his senses back.
Very possible. It woke him up, woke the giant up.
Mike Law measuring John Rodin. He's zeroing in.
Oh, he caught that kick. Another block.
Interception.
Wow, huge spine buster.
Poetry in motion. Absolutely beautiful. But Mike Law refusing to give up this chance.
And this is Fight Underground. This is what it's all about. Guys fighting tooth and nail, pulling everything out that they can.
Well, not only does Mike Law want to make a statement here, he wants to cement himself in the fabric of Pittsburgh wrestling.
Sure, that's his one reason, he said, for coming back, to prove that he is not the same.
We've seen Fight Underground in 2020 flip the script on Pittsburgh wrestling. 2021, you bet your bottom dollar that Fight Underground is going to take things to a completely different level.
Well, that is the plan. Quid Magnum and myself have laid out the plans for Fight Underground. And like I've said before, we are the next big thing in indie professional wrestling today.
And who is going to be the flag bearer for Fight Underground? Rodin puts on the brakes, and again trying to go for that rear naked choke. And this may be the only way that he's going to slow Mike Law down.
Now Law down to one knee now as he's starting to fade away a little bit from this hold. Trying to get to that rope, trying to save himself, and he does.
And at this point, Rodin's going to be forced to break the hold.
Rodin hanging on.
But Mike Law,
however, look out, he got him that time.
Put himself up there
got
for
it
the
that
skull
time.
splitter.
That's it. Lights out for Mike Law. John Rodin moves on to face the Beastman in the finals of Area 2.
Mike Law turned some heads, but it is John Rodin going to the finals. We're going to find out just who will be victorious in the finals of Area 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to be joined here ringside by Mike Law. Now, Mike, you came to Area 2, you put everything you had into it, and you made it to the semifinals. It's a tough loss. I understand that, but where do you go from here? How do you move forward here in Fight Underground? What's next?
That's a good question, man. I traveled many hours, 6 hours to prove that I was a man of my word. I said I'm as good as they come, but even better. And I don't know, man, like, I know how people get into those crossroads in life and they're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore. They get a certain age, they feel old. Listen, man, I'm not gonna make a lie about it. I'm 37 years old. I've never felt better, you know what I mean? John, he faced me tonight and he faced me at my best. I'm not gonna take anything away from him. I'm not gonna sit here and like badmouth the guy. He brought it better than anyone else has brought it in a long time, and I'm not gonna make any excuses. I just personally feel that he got the best of me. Like he didn't get a mediocre version of Mike Law. He didn't get a sloppy version. 6 months of not training and not working out, and not doing any of that stuff because of COVID certainly didn't help. But I've been busting my ass, man, and Rodin got the best version of me. You know what I mean? So now it's just time to go back, train harder, work out more, increase my intensity. I felt like I kind of lost a little bit myself in there. There's no excuse. He was the better man.
The spirit of a fighter in Mike Law. We can't wait to see what you can do next here in Fight Underground. Thank you for your time. Being joined ringside by the juggernaut, John Rodin. John, this is your second win here in Fight Underground. You're moving on to the finals here at Area 2 to face Beastman. How excited are you right now?
Very. I actually got an opportunity to come in and prove what I can do, and that's what I've been asking since I started in professional wrestling. I might have got overzealous trying to hunt down the Rev Ron Hunt first and foremost, but if this is what I have to do, if this is the competition they're going to give me, I can knock them down. Mike Law is one hell of a competitor, but I'm out to prove this. This is my shot and my opportunity to take my spot at the top of Pittsburgh, and it's on to the finals.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Aftermath with John Rodin. We are joined by council members Baba Brewer, Stacy Hunter, and Dean Rutherford. Stacy, do you have the first question?
Yeah, my question is not exactly about the match, but more about your coach. What other than a finishing maneuver do you think Dash can teach you?
It's the same thing that you guys plan to teach the people you recruited. You can dissect things. There's things that you can feel in a match and understand what you did wrong when you watch it yourself. But if you have another set of eyes, another set of experienced eyes, that's when you can only get better. And to anybody that thinks they can't get better or can't take critiques, they're naive and they're not going to get anywhere.
Baba, do you have a question?
That was a very impressive win.
Thank you.
And I'm going to carry off of what Stacy said. It's a shame, but I understand I didn't draft you, and I'm sure you're upset about that. And Dash is not the coach that you really truly would want. But now you're going ahead. State what you're going to do next.
Like I said last time I was with you guys, the message is simple. I'm going to climb to the top of the independent wrestling scene. I've been scratching and clawing at that door for a long time, and I've sat back and I've let other people that, quite frankly, they're not as good as me, surpass me because I got in my own head. And I guess that's what Dash is going to do. I'm going to accept that, and I'm going to take it in, and we're going to go to the top. Simple as that.
Dean Radford?
So, John, again, another impressive showing by you. I'm just going to kind of play off of the other council members here. In the end, what are you going to do when you realize that Dash, who has always been an egotistical loser and never took advantage of anything, always blamed everybody else, when he finally shows his true colors and shows that he was just using you as a pawn?
What am I going to do? I'm not going to worry about Dash. I didn't worry about anybody getting, Did it rub me the wrong way that I didn't get drafted as early as I thought I would? Yeah. Does it rub me the wrong way that I'm not where I want to be in the independent professional wrestling scene? Yes. Am I going to sit there and cry about it? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show up, take on guys like Sam Beal, young upstarts that are hungry and driven and have a bright future ahead of them. What am I going to do? I'm going to take on guys like Mike Law, who are experienced, more experienced than me, who push me to an absolute limit. And I'm going to do that too. They call me Mr. No Retreat, No Defeat. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I am the king of getting kicked in the guts time and time again and always coming back. That's what's going to happen.
Is there anything else you would like to add, John?
No, I thank you guys for the compliments, and we're going to keep moving. Thank you.
In tonight's aftermath with Colossal Mike Law, we are joined by council members Bubba Brewers, Stacy Hunter, and Dash Bennett. Dash, do you have the first question?
I do. Obviously, things didn't go your way tonight. You had John Rodin very well scouted, but in the end, he picked up the win. What do you have to say about that loss?
Man, what can I say? Like, I trained hard. I put my best effort forward. He didn't beat a half-assed version of Colossal Mike Law. He beat like 100%. Injuries pile up and stuff like that. I mean, look, I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not gonna sit here and BS people, but John was the better man. You know what I mean? Like, we went in there, and I have respect for him. He's not one of these guys that like is scared to get hit or hit back. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that physical style because not enough people do that anymore. And so I'm game. And anytime he wants a rematch, I'm down to do it again. I'm sure people would appreciate it.
Bubba, you have the next question.
It was a good match. It's a shame that you lost to John Rodin. Oh, jeez. Please be quiet while I'm talking.
I said nothing.
You don't have to say anything.
Both of you shut up.
Well, this is ridiculous. Okay? Where do you see yourself from here going on in Fight Underground?
That's a great question. It's really up to Fight Underground. Whether I'll be back or not. Listen, I haven't been in Pittsburgh in 14 years, and I'm elated that I had the opportunity to come back and prove to myself. I never wanted to leave Pittsburgh under the conditions that I left before, where yes, it was a loss, but it wasn't at me at my best. I was not at my best. I was younger. I was a lot more naive, but what you see before you is the very best version of me. And it's only going to get better, man. I'm the type of person that I can't quit. I have too much pride. And I know it's a lost thing. I think people want the easy way out. I have too much pride in what I do, man. I am a pro wrestler. I make no bones about it. I have pride in what we do. I love this business. I love fighting. And, for me, it really depends. If they think that I'm ready to come back, I'll come back, man. I'll fight anybody. I mean, that's straight up. I'll fight anybody. I have never had a problem. I've never backed down from a fight. And if they want me to, want to put me against their very best, I'll do it again. It doesn't matter to me.
Stacy Hunter?
Okay, my first question is, why do I have to keep getting stuck between these two? Where the hell is Paul Atlas? I want to know why I'm getting stuck here between these two.
You should just go home.
Shut up, Dash. My question for you is, and I don't want to hear the typical answer, I'll fight anybody.
Right.
I want to know, who in Fight Underground do you want to fight next?
Rodin. I mean, why? Like, there's no other. Like, that's him and Beastman. I feel like they're two of the younger guys who like not only are physically tough, which is a style I like. I like that aggressive style. But I feel like I need to get that win back. I'm not gonna be happy. Looking in the record books and leaving back to New York tonight with a loss, especially as hard as I worked, I can't put enough, emotion or thought as far as like putting in the hard work that I do in the gym. I was 178 pounds during this quarantine, and I'm down to 165. And the thing is, like, that's a month and a half worth of work because I knew it was coming up, Who has that dedication? Not many. I've seen it, every week I see it. So next time, John did get one of the best version. I'm not going to sit here and lie about and, downplay it, but I'll be even better next time. I guarantee you.
Mike, do you have any final thoughts?
A better man won. I wish John the best. Like I said, I take this loss very personally because, in my mind, I have to believe I'm the best, man. Like, if you don't think you're the best in this wrestling business, then get out because this is not for you. And I'm being dead serious about that. Like, too many people are trying to be friendly, this is business. And I'm glad John won because guess what? He could have taken it a little easy on me, but he didn't. And he won. He was the better man. So, a lot of respect to him.
A young lady that considers herself true wrestling royalty. Paul, the last time we saw Queen Aminata in this building, she had some rather infamous occurrences with an assist from the Silver Siren, but I'm going to tell you what, she's in there with Aria Palmer, who is one tough young lady. And it's time for all the bragging from the
Her Royal Highness, is that the word you're looking for?
Oh, that's one thing.
Or was that Her Royal Hiney? I can't remember.
Side headlock from Queen Aminata here, using her height advantage to get some leverage. Cinches on the top wrist lock, and as I said, Queen Aminata, a young lady that's really been making a name for herself, recently appeared on SmackDown Live in a tag matchup against the Kabuki Warriors. She's very technically savvy, she's very intelligent obviously, but man, does she have a very nasty side to her as well.
And right now she's using that height advantage to make sure she can lock these holds in as tight as she can.
She sees herself being above everybody else.
Yeah.
Including above Aria Palmer, quite literally in this case.
I don't have much for that one.
And is Aminata having a laugh? She better not take Aria Palmer lightly.
Well, that's one thing all these young ladies got to remember here. Don't take any competitor at Angel Gate Wrestling lightly. This is where the top competitors come.
Aria Palmer, a former Maryland Championship Wrestling Women's Champion. Again, another example of Angel Gate bringing top-tier talent from all over the place here to McKeesport.
And notice how Queen Aminata, wow, that was easy for me to say, wasn't it?
Aminata, absolutely. That back heel trip led to a takeover with the side headlock, and you can see how Aminata really knows how to get the most out of this seemingly elementary maneuver.
That's it, and she puts that leg right behind the knee and gains that leverage advantage to get her opponent down to that mat.
Aminata looking for a way out here. Again, goes back to maintaining control of the position here. Palmer wisely making sure that she stays off the canvas, puts Aminata's shoulders down briefly. And in that exchange, was able to escape momentarily, but Aminata is so persistent, really knows how to push forward inside those ring ropes. Top wrist lock from Palmer before she transitions back into a side headlock.
And these two young ladies are putting on one heck of a wrestling clinic right now.
Shoots her off here. Big shoulder tackle from Palmer sends Aminata down to the canvas. Up and over goes Palmer. Nice agility from Aminata. Palmer puts on the brakes. And sends Aminata to the canvas right on the back of her head. And Aminata very quickly seeking the safety of the outside, trying to create a timeout here.
Yeah, that's a pro wrestling equivalent of a timeout. And now she's going to take a seat with the unwashed masses as the queen.
Aminata using just one of the languages she knows to yell at the official. Oh man, that was a a shot. We heard that one up here.
Yeah, Aria Palmer thought she was going to come out and meet the queen, but she got a left hand for her troubles.
Palmer's head bounces off the apron there.
Bring it back in the ring.
And the impact could be heard that time, and Aminata still having some fun at the expense of Aria Palmer.
Up block.
I'm not sure Palmer got all the contact she wanted on that one.
No, it didn't look like it there, did it? But she got it on that, that's for sure.
Palmer realizing that she has to turn up the aggression because she is being beat up by Aminata, quite literally. Aminata trying to bully Palmer around here.
Yeah.
Palmer sent back in. Has obviously sustained a lot of punishment here. Aminata floats over for the cover. Did you notice Aminata made sure she hooked the leg to maximize the leverage in that pinfall attempt there?
Yeah, that she did. That's what you got to do. If you want to keep an opponent down, you've got to hook that leg. You got to cinch it in tight.
And Aminata buries a shot right between the shoulder blades, which was no accident, no coincidence. She placed that one exactly where she wanted it, and she forces Palmer to use the energy to kick out again.
You want me to go back? Yeah! Really? You want me to go back? Yeah! You want me to go back? Yeah!
And you want to talk about confidence, Aminata is talking trash to the audience while she's beating up an opponent.
Yeah, and she's channeling that disdain for our audience into those vicious kicks.
And Aminata, again, using her height, using those long limbs to choke away at Aria Palmer. And now Aminata switching languages to try to sell that she couldn't, trying to make her case that she couldn't understand the referee's instructions, which I don't quite believe.
Yeah, we know English is one of those languages, so she's not fooling anybody with that one.
Diving hip attack in the corner. And man, as I said, Aminata is just a vicious, vicious actor. Palmer kicks out, but she's sustained a lot of punishment.
Yeah, I don't know where she got the energy to kick out on that. She's absorbed an awful lot of punishment to this point.
Palmer up and over. Aminata kicks out. She ducked her head, paid for it that time. Palmer hooks her up. Aminata puts on the brakes. They're struggling for control here, and it is Aminata that launches Palmer overhead with a suplex.
Not only did she hit that mat hard, but she slid halfway across.
And Aminata blatantly using the ropes. And again, Aminata laying down some punishment and doing it with style.
Yeah, and I don't know how much more this Aria Palmer's going to be able to take before this young lady has to give up.
Everything that Aminata does makes a statement. I believe that shot may have woke Palmer up. Palmer needs to realize she's in a fight here.
And here she comes firing back now.
She's going to have to try to rally back here. She's going to be finding herself at the losing end of this matchup very quickly.
I don't know if she has much left in the tank.
Palmer may have been disoriented there. She's taken a lot of shots to the jaw.
And there goes the Queen once again with those vicious strikes.
You know, Paul, the thing that strikes me the most about Aminata, besides her very arrogant attitude, is there are no flaws in Aminata's game. She is as well-rounded as anybody.
Yeah, absolutely not. Everything she does with purpose, and she does with malice.
Oh, that's a kick. That may have been a liver shot. Get kicked in the sternum.
Here's a miss.
And I've been there. That does not feel good.
Palmer avoids the contact. Roll up. Finds just two. That may have been a move out of desperation more than anything else. And it's Palmer that returns this time with the suplex.
Yeah, I think she's running on instinct right now.
Yeah, Palmer is fighting with a real sense of urgency. She knows she's in trouble here. She's trying to psych herself up. Palmer does not want to be shown up in her return to Angel Gate. Elevates Aminata, back suplex, plants Aminata down to the canvas.
I think she's got her. No.
Do you know how to count to three?
And we've seen some real tenacity from Palmer, but you got to give it to Aminata. She is durable as well.
Now Palmer's taken quite most of the punishment here tonight in this match, but she's still fighting gallantly.
Big mid-ring collision.
Both women had the same idea, and it didn't work out for either one of them.
Paul is a testament to the caliber of athletes that we bring here to Angel Gate. Our entire card so far tonight, this entire event, has had very competitive matches from top to bottom.
Yeah, that is true, Jim. Like I said before, Angel Gate Women's Wrestling, that's the place you want to be if you want to make a name for yourself.
Palmer intercepts. Flatliner spikes Aminata, and we're seeing the Silver Siren back up.
Oh, here we go again.
Just
here
as Laterna got involved last month.
She's got the ref's attention right
Palmer hits a DDT perfectly and has this matchup won. And this has to be grounds for a disqualification, in my opinion. I mean, Laterna wasn't physically involved, but Palmer had this match won. Palmer has her back turned. She's going to get blindsided by Aminata, who hit her with a kick right in the chin.
Look out.
Right on the button. And that's it for...
Yes, congratulations, gentlemen, on your performance tonight. You're now 3-0 in the duos division, but I feel like the competition hasn't been up to par so far. So you have teams entering the duos division now, like the Sons of Liberty, like bulking season. How are you going to fare going forward, knowing that there's competition ahead of you?
We strive on competition. We came here for competition. So bring them on. Bring each and every team on.
Everyone.
All right, and now we have a question from Bubba.
Well, let me get resuscitated listening to Dash here.
Hey, shut up!
You shut up. We've been going 20 minutes. Guys, congratulations. You're 3-0. What do you see in horizon for Warhorse?
Championship gold. We came here for championship gold. We came here for dominance. We came here for control. The duos division is ours. We are the top competitors, and no one will get in our way. No one.
Dean, do you have a question?
Sure. So, other than buying insurance from Dash,
Which nobody will buy.
you say you're going to completely run shop on the duos division, but you really haven't even been tested yet. So what do you have to say to the people who have not seen you actually been tested yet? What are you going to bring to the table? How do you plan on running shop on people?
We have traveled the East Coast. We have traveled the Midwest. And now we're here. And this is our new playing ground. We have everything that we need. Speed, endurance, strength. Our bare size alone is just intimidation enough. So, cliche as it may be, line them up. We'll knock them down.
Any final thoughts, Warhorse?
Like we said, 3-0.
In tonight's aftermath with Timothy Titan and Tad Jarvis, we have council members Stacy Hunter, Dean Radford, and Dash Bennett. Stacy?
Joe, Jabroni, put that phone down when the council's talking to you. Okay? No, he's on this phone constantly. You should be the one upset about this.
They're
This is
millennials.
disrespect.
This is what they do.
Okay, Tad, my question is for you. What are you going to do when your coach, Dean Radford, shoves that phone up your ass?
I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt here right now. No offense at all. I am apologizing. I no longer want to be associated with this Tim Rod, so I'm just going to take my leave of absence now and let him do this by himself. Call me, Dean.
Why are you being a tadhole for, dude?
Nobody knows what that means, Chad!
It's Tad.
Chad.
It's
Do you have a question?
You know how inappropriate that is? You know there's children watching? Come on.
So, are you listening?
Yeah. Yeah, short. I got you.
Yeah? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Good. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Good. Keep your eyes so I can see them.
Okay.
Nope. Put the phone down. This is a part of what we talked about. Put the phone on the table. Yep. Close it. Nope. Close it. Close it. Turn it over. Yep. Put your hands on your legs. Right there. Yep. Okay. Are you focused now? Okay.
Yeah,
This is how you become a winner. You started your match with taking selfies, which cost your focus, which again made you a loser. Our focus is to make you a winner so that your pictures and videos actually get real views and real likes. So moving forward, Tabitha, how are we going to make this happen?
Well, first of all, it's Tad. Tad.
Right.
Not,
I saw your
not
birth certificate.
Tabitha.
No, it's not Tabitha. I saw it. It's Tabitha Christopher Jarvis. I got it. So listen, how are we going to make this change? Let everybody know who you are. You're not the little millennial punk with the phone. How are you going to make the change? Come on, we talked about this.
I mean, I'm the one that's getting all the social media feed for us. I mean, you know, all the followers and the fans. That's why Team Radford is.
I posted a video before the draft that got more views and likes than what you've done in like 3 years.
Are you sure you're
100%? Shut up, Dash.
on the right
100.
page?
Yes.
Like-
Listen.
Dash
How are
Radford,
we
you
going
want
to
to
do
wrap
it?
this up?
How are we going to do it?
I'll be a team player.
Team player.
Team
Good
member.
start.
So
the insurance guy got something for you.
I actually have a question for Dean Radford. Dean, do you feel like the biggest asshole in the world for wasting your second round draft pick, your 10th overall pick on this guy, while I came in and swooped up and stole John Rodin, the star of Area 2?
I hate to say it's kind of a good question.
How do you feel, numbnuts?
if I may butt in, I
No, you
believe
may not.
I was in number 11, not number 10. But
Well, you're number 2 as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
I should have been
let me
number
just get past your ego real quick, Mr. Bennett. He'll be fine. He just needs true guidance.
Well, he'll be getting from somebody.
Unlike what you and you can do, because you know you two worked together for so many years. Don't
and
worry,
he won how many titles with me?
not that many. Up and down a Mon River doesn't count, Stace. So we'll focus on what we can do with Tad, and he will become a star here at Fight Underground. Don't you worry. Tad.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.